I'm Emily Goligoski with Women 2.0 here at the Just Good TV salon at SOCAP. Here with Jane Chen to talk about Embrace. Tell us a little bit about this product that you've developed.
Sure. So Embrace is a social enterprise that has developed a low-cost infant incubator for use in developing countries. This is to help the 20 million low birth rate and premature babies that are born every year around the world. Turns out one of the biggest problems they face is staying warm because they don't have enough body fat to regulate their own body temperature. And as a result of that, many either die or they grow up with severe long-term health problems. Temperature regulation is a primary function of an incubator, but incubators cost up to $20,000 and require a constant supply of electricity, so you're not going to find them in rural areas where many of these babies are dying. So what my team and I have been working on over the last 2 years is the Embrace Infant Warmer, which looks like this. So it looks like a little sleeping bag for a baby, but the key is this pouch of what's called a phase change material. It's a wax-like substance that has a melting point of 98 degrees Fahrenheit, human body temperature, and you can heat this either with a hot water heater or with an electric heater. But the key is it takes about 20 minutes to melt. Then once melted, it stays at the exact same temperature over the next 4 to 6 hours.
So that's a great alternative to, let's say, holding your baby over coals or wrapping hot water warmers around them, I imagine.
Exactly. Right now, what parents are doing is just putting a light bulb over the baby, but in every clinic I've been to, I'll hear a story of a light bulb that has shattered over the baby. Or you see parents that tie hot water bottles around their babies' bodies, just hold them over hot coals. So really unsafe, ineffective methods for taking care of these infants.
One of the most interesting things about this product is that it came out of Stanford's design school. And tell us a little bit about what that class was like and sort of what went into sort of the team around the product.
Sure. So that was definitely the highlight of my business school experience. The class is called Design for Extreme Affordability. So it brings together business school students and engineers. You get into small teams and you develop affordable technologies for people living on less than $1 a day. So the challenge posed to my team was build a baby incubator that costs less than 1% of the cost of a traditional incubator, which is $20,000 in the US. So I worked with a PhD in electrical engineering, a master's in computer science, an aerospace engineer, and another MBA. We all came together and put our minds to this, really had complementary skills, and the output is what you see here.
So tell us a little bit about how you bring this product to market, both from a manufacturing standpoint and then from knowing how and where to sell it.
Sure. So our launch market is India. India has the largest number of premature babies in the world, which is why we're starting there. Most of the team is based in India now, and we are manufacturing across both India and China. And we'll be distributing first to private clinics in semi-urban and rural areas. So these are tiny clinics where babies are born, but if they're sick, there's nothing available to care for them. And from there, we'll go to NGOs and governments. They will be customers, and they are currently training hundreds of thousands of healthcare workers across India who can really get this into a home level. So our vision is that every healthcare worker be equipped with the Embrace device.
What have been sort of some lessons learned throughout these 2 years? I imagine this, hasn't always been a really smooth process. And what has surprised you about developing this product?
Yeah. I think one of the biggest difficulties is really understanding your end user. And I think that is what differentiates truly good product design from bad product design. So in the class, we had made an initial trip to Nepal and initial trip to India and thought, we had a good enough understanding. But we have learned so much in the last 2 years, and people will use the products in ways that you would never anticipate. Or one story that's very interesting, we initially had a liquid crystal display that's a temperature indicator. Shows you when the product needs to be reheated. So initially it was a numeric scale, and as we went into some of these villages, moms would say to us, we don't trust Western medicine. If you told me to give a certain dosage of medicine to my baby, I would give her half of that. So if you told me to keep this at 98 degrees Fahrenheit, I would keep it at half of that, right? And that's something you would never anticipate sitting in Palo Alto. So that led to us making it binary. The temperature indicator is now just a happy face or a frowning face as opposed to a numeric scale. So just a lot of lessons like that are really critical to making this a successful product.
And where will you look to expand first beyond India?
So we're looking at the rest of South Asia, meaning Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal. And then we're looking at China, and beyond that, countries in Africa. But there's such a huge global need for this. We get requests almost every day from someone somewhere in the world asking, when can we purchase these?
Well, best of luck. Fantastic product. Thanks for sitting down.
Thank you so much.